Hello friends, hope you all are having a good night out there tonight on this Sunday evening or Monday morning, depending on where you are in the world. But wherever you are, welcome and thank you for choosing to tune into my stream tonight. We're going to hang out, we're going to play some more World of Warcraft The War Within Beta, do some keys, kind of working on a self little project goal of timing, or at least finishing every the plus dungeon on plus 10 on the beta. I think that'll be really helpful for me because I do want to make some guides for some of these dungeons as we get into the expansion and towards season 1. So we've got 3 more to finish, and then depending on what things look like, we may try to get a little bit cleaner runs in some of them, but I at least want to have like the full dungeon done under my belt. So we're going to continue working on that tonight on the Prot Warrior. Maybe we'll do some other things if people are interested, if we have any requests. But for now, it's time to get started. Hey everybody. We're going to start with the Stonevault, which we tried to run a couple of times last night. It was pretty late and didn't go so well. So we're going to give it another shot tonight. See what kind of group we can put together. So you can see we've only got 3 left to finish on a plus 10. We've timed Arakara and Necrotic Wake. The Arakara run is posted on the YouTube channel as a video now if you want to check that out. It was on stream last night. Hoping we can do a similar thing in Stonevault tonight. And then we also got to finish a Grim Batol. I think I've finished Grim Batol plus 10 on my Druid. I don't think I've actually completed a plus 10 on my Warrior, but I've done like 3s and 4s. And then City of Threads, we'll work on that one tomorrow night, but I haven't actually stepped foot in there on Mythic Plus yet, so definitely need to put in some work in there. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what healer we get the queues up, and then we'll make a decision on what kind of DPS comp we want to bring. A couple of considerations for Stonevault. Having a curse dispels is really big, and I would say you must have at least 1 raged interrupt for the council boss. If you don't, then you're just going to take a ton of damage at certain points in the fight where you really don't want to be taking extra damage. But anyway, hope you all are doing well out there tonight. It's been a pretty good weekend for us over here. Alright, cool. We got a Resto Shaman. Let's see. We could do like a physical damage comp. Get this Hunter Monk combo. Hunter's MM, so they will have a ranged kick. Yeah, they canceled though. I feel a little bit nervous taking a Ret Paladin and a DPS Warrior to this dungeon. I would take one or the other, but both might be a little rough. We'll see. We don't necessarily need to be too picky about this one. It would be nice to get a group that can complete this on the first shot. Grab this DK. DK is really good. Good start B-res and very solid damage to start us off here. Welcome to everyone who's tuning in. Thank you all for hanging out and making my stream a part of your day or evening. Gonna be doing more keys tonight. Trying to get a couple more of these dungeons done on a +10. I think having that kind of full gamut of experience is going to be helpful for stepping into the war within, and also just for giving good balanced commentary on how Mythic Plus is shaping up and what the season's going to look like. Samuel, trying to figure out if I'm going Warrior, DK, always DPS for the start of the season, Northern Routes. Frost will probably get group season than Fury. I think it probably will. Frost is doing boatloads of damage right now. Hey, how's it going, Happy Hour? And Frost DK is also just like you bring a little bit more to the table, you know? Like bringing a B-res is something that every group is going to want, especially early in the season when people are still learning the dungeons. And there's also some flexibility if Frost gets nerfed. Unholy is also really good right now. Pretty good. Better now that you're off work and you have a drink in my hand. Right on. Right on. We got pretty big Shadow Priests here. We'll grab them. We're going to be starting tonight in the Stonevault. Kind of where we left off last night. Didn't leave off on the greatest showing last night. Yeah, B-res, Grip, AMZ. Yeah, those are all really good group utility. I will say Fury does really good damage right now, but like when you look at the two, like Fury brings the attack power buff, but that's not going to be useful for every group, right? Whereas like a battle res is useful all of the time, 100% of the dungeons. Unless you get a group that like just doesn't die, but you get into those groups that don't die a little bit easier if you're bringing essentially utility to the table, so. Alright, this TK says he has Warlock friends. Hey, what's up, Terex? It's this week. It is coming up on Thursday. Feels a bit surreal, for sure it does. I'm super excited though. Should be an interesting group comp. Yeah, if you're looking to pug a lot of keys and you want to be getting into keys as DPS, I think DK is a good choice if you want to eventually switch to tanking on the same character. I'm just going to start off with tanking, so trying to learn the routes, or at least learn like what is actually needed now instead of once the season actually starts. Don't know if I mean I probably won't always be able to do that, but that's how far it's blended in. Do I mostly pug? Once everything goes live, I'll probably do more guild keys than pug keys, but it'll be a mix. Right now, like on live right now, even for my guild, which is generally pretty actively into seasons, it's pretty dead. So I've been mostly pugging lately. Got everybody here. That's the plan. End up getting Keystone Hero every season, but don't push past that. So I don't see any issue with DK level. Every spec in the game is going to be fully capable of doing Keystone Hero. I would say there's like a 99.99999 repeating percent chance that no specs are so bad that they can't do Keystone Hero. So, and DK is actually really good in those groups because you can be more or less self-sufficient as a tank if you're playing well. Like I did a 10 Siege of Borellis the other day, and even post nerfs I was able to solo most of one of the bosses. Well, not most, but like 20% of one of the bosses after the rest of the group died. So oh, don't like aiming that in the group, but
watch your step. Watch your step. Interrupt.
Oh, we didn't kick the fear.
Shockwave. Watch your step.
This is a pretty risky pull. We pulled it off with only 2 deaths, maybe 1.
Shockwave. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
What gets you Keystone Master? So Keystone Master is usually 2k, which will probably be something like mostly 5s timed. Keeping in mind that like they did some adjustment to Keystone levels in season 4 of Dragonflight. So getting everything timed down to 10 is like Keystone Hero level, which is
Watch your step.
what, like 2500?
Shockwave.
And 10s also get you portals, and that's like the highest level you can get for vault rewards. So 10s are like where you want to be if you want to max out your character and your rewards. But you should be able to get the Keystone Master mount at like mostly 5s timed, I think.
Shockwave.
Which is equivalent to 15s in like season 3 and earlier. Oh, uh-oh.
Shockwave.
Maybe we let some of those orbs get through. 30% increased damage. Oh boy.
Shockwave.
This is the Zaloteth's affix for tonight. Those orbs that fly in, and you have to like, stand in the way of them, stand in between them and the mobs, basically. Where they can increase damage.
Watch your step. Laser on you. Run.
I've been thinking about making a video talking about like
Defensive.
expectations for season 1. Because the first season of an expansion is usually a bit harder than later seasons.
Laser on you. Run. Defensive. AOE incoming.
I think like going in with healthy expectations is going to be important to avoid frustration and burnout.
Watch your step.
Respecting the AoE interrupt for this dungeon. I have not. I haven't been using it too much on beta. This group,
On you.
actually, it probably would have been useful in this group because we have a warlock and a shadow priest, but we do have a shaman, so.
Watch your step. Laser on you. Run. Defensive. AoE incoming. Watch your step.
I'll show my talents in a second here.
Laser on
You're gonna
you.
take a
Run.
screenshot there.
Defensive.
I did get a question on one of my YouTube videos today about why I run bolster instead of shield block. I think shield block is really good, but I really like having 2-minute last stand.
Laser on you. Run.
I just find that more useful in more situations.
AoE incoming.
There are definitely going to be some scenarios where like having that extra magical defense is going to be really good in shield block. But for general purposes, I like bolster a little bit better.
Interrupt. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your. Watch your.
It's been a pretty good run so far. Knock on wood.
Watch your. Watch your step. Interrupt.
We need to. Yeah, we're gonna cut a little bit here. Let our debuff drop off. Okay, I need to let my debuff fall off before I run into this pack here. Let's see. Do you need blacksmithing for this? We have a dwarf, right? Dwarf. Gives 10% verse. Sweet. Got the 10% verse buff. Alright, so dwarf or blacksmith. My warrior is going to be blacksmith. So I'll be able to get that for my groups every time. I think we can skip these two guys. Stuff like Horde of Sarps Russian race bonuses in the dungeons. Yeah, there's stuff in most of them, I think. I don't know all of them, but we had someone show us that 10% verse buff in that corner last night. And that is very, very nice for this boss, because this boss does unreal amounts of damage to the group. Looked like you could be dwarf, dark iron dwarf, or have 25 skill in blacksmithing for that. Alright. This is the boss that was breaking us last night.
Interrupt 1. Defensive. Watch all. Interrupt 2.
Yeah, so the little guy here,
Defensive.
who's like underneath the dude in the mech suit, you need to be kicking pretty much every time.
Interrupt.
Which is why you need a ranged kick, because someone has to kick him when he, well, ideally someone kicks him when he runs over to the side there.
Watch your
Because it's so much damage. And you gotta go to the
Interrupt
safe
2.
vents over here.
Defensive. Interrupt 1.
Oh, that's really, really unfortunate.
Interrupt
They got
2.
9 stacks. Oh, that's really bad.
Watch your step.
And we're standing on bad vents.
Watch all. Run to edge of room. Defensive.
That timing was awful. The Zealot debuff or seasonal thing went off when we had to be in the corner there for the vents. We just weren't not able to soak into the orbs. I'm gonna decline this B-res. What do the vents do? So there's 4 vents around the room. One of the bosses does a cast that puts fire under 3 of them, so you have to move to the one that doesn't have fire underneath it. Also, how's it going, Sai? I saw your whisper, but for some reason the default setting on beta puts it in like another window, and I didn't have a chance to check it. Hope you're doing well tonight. Unfortunately, we lost our 10% verse buff, and you can only get it one time there, so... Hopefully that doesn't result in, like, keys just being bricked if you wipe on this boss. Because it makes, like, getting 5% less damage on this boss is pretty big. If I'm running more keys, I want to hop in. Yeah, for sure. I am definitely going to run some more. So the first of many tonight. Alright. Here we go. Take 2.
Interrupt 1. Defensive. Interrupt 2. Run.
Our warlock just got run over.
Interrupt 1. Watch all. Interrupt 2. Defensive.
This is bad. We're like all sending our kicks on the first one. Looks like the safe spot is actually right here, so this is good.
Interrupt 1.
Okay, I will have my kick for the next one.
Interrupt 2.
They got 1 stack there, which is 10% more damage on them. So,
Interrupt 1.
this is gonna be rough.
Defensive. Watch your step.
Okay, those are... Safe vents are over here now.
Watch all. Run to edge of room. Defensive. Interrupt 2. Watch all. Defensive.
Hey, how's it going, Carthage?
Interrupt 1.
So basically you look at the vents and you see which one... Oh, I ran to the wrong one. You see which one does not have fire. And then you run to the vent that just has smoke, no fire.
Interrupt 2.
So... You have to have a fairly quick reaction. You want to be not standing on the other ones.
Interrupt 1.
Because, like, if you're standing on it when the fire comes up, you start taking a lot of damage.
Watch your step.
Okay, this is... Unfortunate timing with the affix
Run to
again.
edge of room.
Also, the
Defensive.
safe vent is, like, covered in lava right now.
Interrupt 2.
This affix is kind of brutal on this fight.
Defensive.
Right? We might be able to make it through, though.
Interrupt 1.
We'll see here.
Watch your step.
See, like, this vent over here doesn't have fire, so this is where you want to go.
Run. Interrupt 2. Defensive. Watch your step.
Yeah, the other thing with
Watch all.
this boss is, like, you need to kill them at roughly the same time.
Run to
Whichever
edge
one,
of
if you kill
room.
one,
Defensive.
not the other one gets, like, a pretty big damage buff. It's like 50%? 25%.
Watch all.
Which is... It's a lot, and then they, like, start pulsing damage. We killed it, though. We beat it. Woo. Clean. So you do need to be in an area without fire, but you need to be on one of the vents, because as he's lighting them up, the other guy pulls a block in the middle of the room that's going to explode and send fire in the directions, like, where there are no vents. So if you think of it like, you know, on a compass you have, like, northwest, southeast, but then also, like, north by northwest, north by southwest, etc. So there's, like, 8 directions. 4 of them are getting consumed by, or having, like, a lava wave go through them, and 3 of the other 4 have fire underneath them. So you gotta be in the safe spot. It's not a wipe if someone loses 1%. Exactly. You have to kill the boss before the boss kills all of you. This is just DK shenanigans, you know? This may be a little bit of a reckless pull, but we gotta make up for the timer now, right? That piercing wail is painful.
Watch your step.
Yeah, there's a lot of kicks on this pull.
Watch your step.
Yeah, if we can complete this on a +10, I'll probably go to a different dungeon for the next one, but if it falls apart, which it shouldn't now, we've killed the hardest boss. We're through some of the hard trash. The trash in this place can be pretty gnarly, but I think like a group that makes it through the second boss is probably going to be able to get through the whole thing if people stick around. This is a range X pack. There's definitely some dungeons that are a lot more range friendly. I think it's probably going to come down to tuning though. Like you could do that fight with
AOE incoming.
like with a full melee group, as long as someone has a ranged kick. So you gotta bring like a shaman or something. Isn't every X-Pack a range X-Pack? Well, I mean, I would say BFA was not really a ranged X-Pack because you needed melee kicks for every dungeon.
Watch your step. AOE incoming.
Oh, this was
Watch your step.
this is a nasty pull here.
Watch your step.
Our healer just got silenced. That's not good.
Watch your step.
DK kick, it's like 10... it's not melee, but I think it's only 10 yards. And like there's parts on that fight where you need someone to kick the boss from like 20 or 25 yards away, so... No, the Shadow Priest has to go. Alright, well... That's that one. I almost wonder if 12s are actually easier than 10s. Like you... Because some of the affix overlaps are just... absolutely brutal. Yeah, I'll get you in here, Sai. I'm gonna get ported to Orgrimmar in a sec, and then I'll get you in. Let these guys know they can come if they would like to. Let's get a quick reset. DK says he has to go. Alright, should be reset now. Oh, nice. DK and Warlock are going to stay for one more. Sweet. Nope, not the rookery. Not the rookery. Almost misclicked that. We'll Once again, thanks everyone for stopping by, and thanks to everyone who's been supporting the stream lately, for all the Twitch subs, YouTube members. Really appreciate all you guys. It's been a lot more support than I've expected, and I'm very humbled and blown away. But thank you all very much. Hope I can continue to deliver entertaining and educational content. At least entertaining, if not always educational. To make it a 10 again. Over here. Well, glad you're here. 2 seconds. Thanks for hanging out. Let's wait another healer to be ready. Alright, we're doing a big pull here, Sai. I'm gonna pull the whole first hallway.
Shockwave.
Watch that shockwave coming right in the middle.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
I got the fear this time.
Shockwave.
Oh. Good job dodging all the AoE there. I really like the first pull in this dungeon. This group you do not want to double pull because there's these void souls have an AoE fear that like you need to kick.
Shockwave.
If you don't kick it, then it's bad news.
Watch your step. Shockwave.
We can pull this golem into the group though. They aren't too dangerous together. Well,
Shockwave.
not too dangerous to the group, just to me. Alright, this is the level 2 FX we have here. These orbs that are coming in, we got to absorb them.
Interrupt.
For everyone that we miss, the enemies get a 10% damage buff. It's like, see, this guy's got 2 stacks, he's got 20% increased damage. And for everyone that we absorb, we get 2% mastery and 1% leech, so pretty nice little buff. Better for some classes than others, but I'll take more crit blocks.
Shockwave. 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 Shockwave.
So we'll have a 20% mastery buff starting off Edna here.
Watch your step.
Well, we'll get 16%, but I guess the orbs don't move if you're not in combat, so... And they don't start moving once you get into combat, which is kind of interesting.
Laser on you. Run.
Kind of wonder what happens if we... They just disappear. I was wondering if we could, like, get a new stack of the buff if we grab them right after it expires, but... Looks like just nothing happens. That's okay.
Laser on you. Run. Defensive. AOE incoming. Watch your step. Laser on you. Run. Defensive. Watch your step.
These are all lined up. I'm gonna drag the boss over so we can get him.
Laser on you. Run. Defensive.
Looks like there's one way in the back. Okay, it got hit too.
AOE incoming. Watch your step. Laser on you. Run. Defensive. Watch your step. Laser on you. Run. Defensive. AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Okay. First boss down. The healer was out of mana there, but it's all good.
Looks like the main door is locked. Either one of these paths should lead us to an access console.
Do I use Plater? I do use Plater, yeah. I'm using Quasi's Plater profile.
Interrupt.
That's what I used in Dragonflight, and I really like the color coding that it does and the way like enemy cast bars work. Hey, how's it going, Gradius? Hope you're doing well. How's that work? Were you talking about that boss Sai? So the like big picture. Ooh, the DK just charged in, guns blaring. Big picture rundown of that boss. He spawns those spikes around the room. You need to break them using the like lasers that come out from the arrows. So basically, like, he sends the lasers out of the group, you line them up with the big spikes, and then you get a dot for all of them that you break. So far from what I've seen, it looks like you can just break all three every time. I don't know if that's going to scale like out of control at higher key levels, but seems to be okay on 10s with the gear that we're scaled to. And then after he does like 2 or 3 rounds of that, he does like a big slam that breaks any remaining pillars. So if you don't break them with the lasers, he's going to break all like 6 that are left up. And if that happens, it'll definitely wipe the group. There's also like there's a tank buster that leaves a debuff on the tank, and then when the debuff is dispelled, the tank takes 50% less damage for like 5 seconds. So the way you want to handle that if you're healing this place is dispel the debuff as he's casting the tank buster. And then the tank does like, the tank just lives easy. One of the plus sides of being a Prot warrior is pretty much all the tank busters are blockable now, including that one. So, you know, I just live it for free by playing my class correctly. Which is kind of nice. Kind of dope.
Watch your step.
Sorry if you were asking about something else. Alright, I think... Yeah, we do have the healer as a dwarf. Cool, so we can pick up this buff here. Hey, how's it going, Kama? This dungeon will be a big pug killer. Absolutely. This place is gonna wreck pugs the first week.
Interrupt.
Cool. Glad to help, Sai. Yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know. I'll try to answer as best I can. I haven't done a ton of runs in this place, but I did a few like earlier in the beta, and they haven't changed it too much since then. The next boss that we're gonna do here is like the one that's gonna murder pugs, and honestly is gonna murder a lot of organized groups. So we'll have some fun with that. Big downtime at work. Nice. It's always nice to have downtime. Thanks for tuning into the stream while you've got that downtime at work ready. Hopefully you have like just enough work so that you're not bored, but also like not so much that you're overwhelmed. There's always a balance there, right? Like, you don't want to have nothing to do, because then, like, you start to worry about job security. But if you have too much to do, it's just overwhelming and stressful. I've been on both ends of that in my career. Alright, I'm gonna... we can pop Avatar and demo shot here. Those will be up soon enough. And nothing to do, but I'm specialized very much. Nice. I mean, that's like the ideal situation. If there's no one else who can do what you do. Alright, buckle up, chat.
Interrupt one.
I did not mean to burn leap there. One downside of having an MMO mouse with maybe slightly larger than average fingers is I tend to fat finger some buttons from time to time. So if you ever see me just like randomly leap in a spot that makes no sense, it's because of that.
Watch your defensive. Watch your step.
Alright. I will do my best to ping where we need to move. We need to move this spot like immediately. We're gonna need a range kick on the boss right now. Didn't get it, okay. I know there's a delay on stream, so that makes it rough to call it out there. Basically, anytime the dwarf is like starts his cast and is off in nowhere, he's gotta get kicked. Oh no. They only got no, they got 4 buffs. This is gonna get really ugly.
Run to edge of room. Defensive.
Okay, we survived that somehow. We need a range kick though. This is gonna hurt. I guess it's not too bad if you don't have other damage going up, but there's some overlaps where that is absolutely brutal.
Interrupt
Dude,
2.
my champion spear is on the wall. Nice.
Watch your step.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Run.
Okay, well, they stayed safe. Thank you,
Interrupt
AMZ.
1. Defensive. Watch your step.
Safe spot is over this way.
Run defensive. To edge of room.
Put my D&D in so many trees. Dude, I can't tell you how many times that happens to me.
Interrupt 2. Watch your.
That is the big downside of using like at cursor macros. You can't really tell when that's gonna happen.
Interrupt 1. Watch your step.
Right here is safe, I think.
Run.
So I guess you can be safe. Like you just have to be very, very
Interrupt 2.
careful with your positioning on that.
Defensive. Watch your.
We did it. We did it. Haven't so much I have to turn off at cursor macros. When that's a quarter of an inch and it's fine. Yep, that sounds about right. Alright, so we can go around these guys. There's a cart over here that takes you back to the middle. It's not pretty, we got it done. That was prettier than the first attempt in here. If we hug this side, we should be fine. Nope, we pulled. Okay, we pulled. Unfortunately, you guys released, right? Yeah, it'll be okay though.
Interrupt.
We probably need this for count anyway. The last time I actually completed this place, we were like way short on count. So, for most other abilities, I don't care. But so much of everything coming from D&D, not worth the risk anymore. Yeah, that's fair. I would just use an @player macro before I would use like an actual reticle though. Because I think you can still do that to cast it at your feet, right?
Watch your. Watch your.
But that's mostly just because I really, really hate hitting an ability and then like having to spend another click to get the targeting reticle down. That just breaks the flow of gameplay. It's one of the reasons that I got really annoyed really fast playing Vengeance Demon Hunter. Because like Vengeance Sigils, like, I don't know. I feel like with Silent Sigil, like, you have to, especially with chains, like, you gotta have that targeting reticle to make sure that you're actually hitting what you need to hit. There's many times where I'm going to be moving to a position and need to land up. That's true. That's true. Honestly, if I was gonna break my habit of cursor macros for D&D, I would use 2 different macros. Alright, I'm gonna line aside these guys. Just because I don't want to double pull this again, because we actually wiped on it. Or that might have been the next pack, I don't know. At cursor macros are better when you have the wheel on mouse weak ores.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
I love reflecting the Arcing Void on these guys.
Interrupt.
Oh.
Interrupt. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
All right, here we go.
Interrupt.
Does anyone know what percent we need to be at before we go into the the last hallway? I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but it'd be nice to know like how much of the stuff in this next room we actually need to pull. I mean, I guess it's just all of it, right? Because we have to use the whole room for the boss fight, so.
Watch your step. AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Well, I'm gonna hope we pulled enough, because I don't want to have to. Oh my. Wow. Okay.
Watch your step.
Okay.
Watch your step.
DK and the Warlock both left. Okay.
Watch your
Well, that's too bad. We probably could have timed that. Alright, let's change it up. Let's do City of Threads. You know what? Let's do Batol. Let's do Batol. Oh, Healer left before I could say GG's. Alright, I'm gonna do Batol. Kinda sucks, was disabled percent tracker or ends and ons. Yeah, I don't understand why they made that change. Yeah, just like removing an important tool from M+. Doesn't make any sense to me. I may come back to Stonevault later, but for now, at least I want to get a change of scenery. Oh, did they change it again? It could have been like an unintentional thing. I didn't see an update to the article on Mohead though. It'd be awesome if they changed it so you can track count again. Let's see here. Give this Mistweaver a shot. See what I found? I think it was a Reddit post. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm in several WoW subreddits, but I don't read them all that regularly. And if just like an update in one of the threads, then I definitely didn't see it. Like this Mistweaver is not going to accept. Never cared about the count tracking changes. Make your route in MDT and it doesn't matter. I mean, that's fair. That's fair. It is helpful in the moment, like if something gets body pulled and you can adjust a little bit later. But if you have the same, if you have a good route and your group knows it and sticks to it, then it's not that big of a deal. I don't know, I just prefer to think of mobs in terms of count rather than percent. Especially when you have mobs like Brackenhide where the count is like 720. This makes more sense to think like, okay, this mob is worth 15 and we accidentally pulled these 3 that are worth 5 each, so we can skip one later. Instead of like, this mob is worth 2.17%. So we can dodge these 3 that are 8.83% each, or whatever. But it doesn't even show you the 0.83 anymore, it shows you just like 1% or 0. My shoes, no warning of blue plus why they did it, they just did it. Yeah, which I think, like, could speak to it being an unintentional change. Like, it doesn't seem like there's a good reason to make that change, right? Whether the impact is huge on every group or not, it's just kind of puzzling. What's up, Texas Cowboy? Do I pug a lot in the real game, or do I have a group you run with? I often run with guildies. I do a little bit of pugging. I would say probably like for every 10 keys that I run, I mean, it's going to depend on like what time in the season it is too, right? Because earlier in the season, there's more guildies online, and I'm trying to help people get their keys done for the vault too, so. But I definitely pug when people aren't around, or if I hop on and like there's like one group running but not enough to fill a second one. I would definitely be interested in like building a static group to run with regularly. I'm gonna relist this, but that's not something that I've tried to do just yet. Even if you get body pulled, you can still see the percent. If you're 0.1% over, who cares? Yeah, you're not wrong. That's the hardest thing, building a steady group. Yeah, it can be tough. Like my playtime is usually pretty late for North America. Usually I don't start till like around 9 PM Pacific. So sometimes it's hard to find a group, but looks like it was on beta, then they changed it live servers. Then they removed the change on live. Again, so on live count should work, which suggests it was not intentional, will be fixed. Cool. I'm gonna take this shaman. Well, I don't know. Shaman might not even have gear set up yet. I want to make sure we have multiple curse dispels for this, because like those warlocks later in the dungeon are nasty. Although paladin can bubble and clear. Hunter can too on the last boss. You know what? Let's just... Oh, they canceled. Alright, well, it was not meant to be then. I'll get this Resto Shaman. So it'll be 2 Curse spells. And a Ret Pally would be good to round it out. Something with a B-Res. I guess Ret Pally or DK, because they can both clear tentacles on the last boss. And they both bring a B-Res. I'm gonna go ahead and board over there. Grim Batol. There we go. Unholy DK. No score, but we'll take him. See how this goes. Alright. Let's get everybody in the dungeon here. Alright, looks like they're in. Get ready to check.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Pro tip, if you pop your flask after the dungeon starts... Oh, they nerfed it. No! Maybe it's after the gate opens. I've been foiled. I'm gonna grab this Drake too.
Watch your step. AOE incoming. Knocking back.
I was gonna say, at least in Stonevault, it was working earlier. If you pop your flask after the gate or after the dungeon starts, it gives you 3k stat instead of 2800. Maybe we need to pop it now.
Knocking back.
Active flasks can only be changed outside of combat. That's okay. That's a new one to me. It's a changed outside of combat. So maybe you do have to wait till the gate falls down. Yeah, there you go, 3060.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Oh dear, okay.
Watch your step. Incoming.
Should be fine.
AOE incoming. Watch your step. Incoming.
Oh. I guess I've got the far one over here. Alright, we didn't get a ton on these two guys, but they're not super important. Getting this back down to like 0% is awesome.
Watch your step. Knocking back.
Don't get knocked off. Gotta use last stand here.
AOE incoming. AOE incoming. Watch your step. AOE incoming.
This back's a little bit rough. Especially because this guy got Rive off right before he died. I can chill ball though. I'll be okay. 2 stacks is not great.
AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Hey, how's it going, Crow Dog? Welcome back. Hope you're having a good evening.
AOE incoming. AOE incoming.
Alright, we're going. Sorry about that, chat.
Watch your step.
I gotta say, I really like what they're doing with this boss.
Defensive.
The like Heimdall style mechanic is really cool, I think.
Breath incoming.
Then like when there's area denial, but you can have some sort of like rough control over where it goes. I think that's an interesting way to handle it.
Defensive.
Oh, don't let those get through.
Breath incoming. Watch your step. Defensive. Breath incoming. Watch your step.
See, this is what you don't want to do, because now we have to run through these to get to the safe zone.
Breath incoming.
Yeah. We lost our healer. Warrior hacks. I hope we didn't blow those. Let's make sure we do that this time.
Breath incoming. Watch your step. Defensive. Breath incoming. Watch your step.
Oh, gotta go all the way over here.
Breath incoming. Watch your step. Defensive. Breath incoming. Watch your step. Defensive. Breath incoming. Watch your step.
Alright, that was pretty smooth. Oh, our healer has like no mana. They got one stack, but it's just one guy. Alright, we're gonna pull this all the way back to the hallway. Hey, how's it going, Baktash? I like me some Batol. Yeah, I do. I really like this dungeon. At least, I really want to like this dungeon. Like, it's really... I think it's got so much potential to be really fun. It can be pretty brutal. Yeah, you found me in here multiple times.
AOE incoming.
Oh, we missed the mass trimmer. That's okay. Healer forgot to get water. Oh no. We have to just wait for him to regen kind of naturally. I don't have any food that's actually effective. I forget how far the boss patrols here. He might stop at this pack, which would be very unfortunate. No, he goes all the way back around the other side. That's good. Because we want to at least kill this pack to free up room. I've been staying away from beta running now, so I'm not super brand on them by the end of season 1. That is definitely one thing to be a little bit concerned about, I think. I've been running more beta keys than I ever had before, so I don't think I'll get burned out though. I'm really enjoying doing keys. Like even now, like I'd be happy to log on to Dragonflight and do Season 4 stuff. Well, our healer doesn't have anything to drink. You ran around 10 of each and called it. Right on. Okay, that should be plenty of room for this boss, but we'll see if our healer wants to continue even though he doesn't have any water. Yeah, I'm trying to get everything done on a 10 on the sheet here. Just because I feel like that gives me a little bit of a balanced perspective when I'm making videos and stuff. I mean, we've only got 4 days before early access anyway, so won't be running for too much longer on beta. The run back in this place is brutal too. There's a checkpoint after this boss, which is good, but still can believe it's only 24 hours before remix ends. Yeah, I did a lot of remix for the first like I don't know 3 or 4 weeks of it. And then I just kind of, I don't know, and then like beta came out and I decided on my character, so I wanted to do a lot of stuff with my warrior in Season 4. Ended up being like,
Shockwave.
oh, that's... I am liking these Zelda affixes less and less the more I play with them. They just have some really bad overlaps with boss mechanics.
Defensive. Run.
Alright, I gotta run away now. Ooh, 88k heroic throw crit, let's go. Oh, don't get caught there.
Shockwave.
WoW was so long, they do water remix has to be like 9 minutes. That's funny. Yeah, if they do a WoD remix, that would be interesting. I mean, the biggest problem with WoD was like the length of the content droughts.
Defensive.
Especially the one at the end. The most vivid memory I have of WoD though is like racing to get to, I guess it was level 100, right?
Run.
And then having like literally nothing to do. It's like, oh, I can queue up for heroics, but then like once you had full heroic dungeon gear, it's like, okay, there's actually nothing to do. And the contrast of that versus like having tons of dailies and stuff to do in Pandaria was just like so like mind blowing to me.
Shockwave.
I don't think I've been out DPSing Shaman. He's my buddy too, so.
Defensive.
Remix garrisons. Oh dear. That would be something. Higgins, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wad full on not having an in-game zone at launch and then flat out canceling a patch. That was rough. Yeah. It was a lot of not a lot to do. Alright, I guess we just keep going even though healer has no mana here. Remix tables and shipyards.
AOE incoming.
I'm down to do like the dungeons and raids from Watt again. I really like those, but garrisons.
AOE incoming.
I don't know if I have that in me. Thank you, and thanks for the regular uploads lately. Yeah, I've been trying to upload more like, I don't want to say easy content, but like stuff that I can do just to keep the schedule regular, you know? Stuff that doesn't require like a ton of editing. Let's see. Let's pull this lava bender on its own here. Actually, let's get these guys with it.
Shockwave. Watch your step. AOE incoming. Shockwave.
Sorry, we're wiping here. I'll catch up on chat in a
Watch
sec.
your step.
Yeah, as it turns out, your healer not being able to get their mana back is not a good way to play a dungeon. If you take away the droughts, WoD was great. Yeah, the content was very good. It was just like the amount of it over the time that it lasted. And then that, like, coming off the backs of a year of Siege of Orgrimmar, which was a great raid, one of my favorite raids. It felt like we got, like, you know, 2 patches worth of content over like a 3.5 year period, and that was not a great time for WoW. Alright, we'll try to spawn these 2. Maybe you can do some in combat mana regen, I don't know. HFC was sick, Tanan had tons to do. That's true. Tanan Jungle was actually, I mean, people meme on it, or at least did at the time, but it was a fun zone. You leveled up fresh alt, there was a lot to do to gear up in there. It was one of the, I'll say it was one of the better, like late expansion catch-up zones that they've made. Haven't had a bad video yet. Nice. Thank you for saying that. That's really encouraging. Blackrock Foundry was sick. Do kind of miss having a regular and relatively passive income stream, but that's about it. Feels harder than ever for someone to make gold nowadays without messing with the auction house. Yeah, that was definitely like the nice thing about Garrisons was like very low effort gold making. I had all of my characters set up as jewel crafters, so I could do the jewel crafting daily on all of them. And it was like, I don't remember the exact number, but I think I got like 10,000 gold a day for free, basically. That was pretty good times. That was the first time I ever cracked 1,000,000 gold. Probably same for a lot of people. I was playing as enjoying Survival Hunter for Heimwall and Black. Oh, rip. I cannot live against this guy on Warrior, I don't think. We'll give it our best shot here. It was a great time for tanking. Not as good as Mop, but it was a good expansion for tanks for sure.
Shockwave.
Marksman and HFC was always fun too, and cast aim shot. I remember seeing that set bonus and thinking I want to level a hunter to play with it, which is a good sign, right? The set bonus is so good that people want to like level the class to play with it. I'm gonna die here. No. Blood was unkillable. Monks took no damage to it. Yeah, guard was insane there. Alright, that's kind of expected, like I was gonna leave. Yeah, getting guard for like 4 times your health bar That was pretty busted. Alright, let's change it up again. Let's go Mists. I haven't run Mists in a few days. Blood shields were almost the same. Yeah, I played a lot of Frost DK actually in Warlords. I mostly play Guardian Druid and Fury Warrior, at least in Hellfire Citadel. Warrior's in a really good place. I think it was starting Norpaint. I think it was still Shield Barrier, but you could get like insanely big shields from it. Right? It wasn't like Moppin earlier where Shield Barrier was like 1% of your health bar or whatever. Yeah, let's do a miss here. I have a miss completed on +10, but not timed. Change it up and get a key that's a little easier to complete. Mob tank was perfect. Some people disliked it, but I don't think tanks have seen that good of a skill expression reward since. Yeah, that is 100% true. Vengeance was just such a fun mechanic to play with. I remember I was tanking with one of my friends, and we had a DPS in our guild at the time who was a real life friend of both of us, and every time we would beat him on a raid fight due to Vengeance, like my other tank would just like not stop roasting him about it. That was good times. That was very funny to me. Got a big Windwalker here. Yeah, being able to top meters if you played well because of Vengeance was super, super cool. But I think most DPS didn't appreciate it. And then when they changed it to Resolve in Warlords, that just like wasn't tuned as well. Well, Miss Vengeance, but let's be real, we had Mongos like me spamming the sitting down to get crit more to do more damage. That's terrible. Yeah, that was for sure not the best thing for the game. We get this Arcane Mage, I guess. Yeah. Let's do it. Mists of Tuna Scythe. Nowadays it feels like tank skill expression is all in encounter and dungeon knowledge, which is fine, but it makes me feel like less of a good tank and more of a good chaperone. Yeah. There's definitely an element of that, right? Like, a lot of skill expression as a tank has to do with things that you figure out outside of the moment. And then, like, just being able to apply your knowledge in the moment. Which I guess I don't mind. I mean, I kind of do that in raid when I'm raid leading too, right? Let's see, I don't know if we have a Night Elf. We don't. Okay, so we won't be able to do the gates, but that's okay. I'm going to take a 2-minute break to go use the restroom real quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes, chat. All right, we're back. Thanks again, everyone who's tuning in, hanging out. Appreciate each and every one of you. Hope you all are having a good night or morning, depending on where you are. Alright, here we go. Got another test service fellowship. Nice. Can't stream or record it, but if I want to play it tomorrow, I'll let you know how it is. I'm excited to hear how that game is. It sounds super sick. Alright, everybody's ready. We pull.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, I don't know if a game like that would ever like replace WoW for me, but it would be really fun to have a game that's just M+ for downtime with WoW. It's like the best. It's like the system I enjoy the most, and the thing that like no other game does. Like good, challenging dungeon content.
Shockwave.
Oh no. Oh, okay, okay. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad. I heard the warning, but I didn't see the frontal because of the angle of my camera there. That was 100% on me. Playing the black and white alpha. It's got a capture mode that's very Battlefield-esque. Nice. The one advantage in a game like that can have, since they only have one game where the balancing can be much better. That's true. They don't have to worry about like PvP balancing and raid balancing. Just focus it all on dungeons. And they have a lot more dev time to give you like good varied, like a good variety of dungeons and add to them, tune them well, make changes. It could be super, super fun.
Shockwave.
Definitely agreeing. If Blizzard does anything well, it's yoinking other studios' ideas. So if Fellowship does some great stuff, we might see it adapted. That is true. That was another very good point.
Shockwave.
Alright, we should be able to ring a piece. Skip this guy. Beautiful. Did she only spawn 7 orbs that time? The mobs didn't get any buffs, but we only have 7. Strange. Oh, I wonder if some went back to the guys over there. We don't have anything to open the gate, guys. Oh, yeah, that's probably what happened.
Watch your feet.
I think someone wasn't mounted.
Watch your feet.
I think we might survive this. Nope. This key might fall apart right here. Well, we had a very good night of keys last night, so things need to balance out a little bit. Alright, well, my Hearthstone is on CD, so I think we'll just give Mist another shot here. Let's see what time is it. I could swap to a different tank. Anyone in chat want to see a particular tank? No Prot Paladin. No Prot Paladin or Vengeance. I haven't played those on beta in a while. But I could do Blood DK or Brewmaster or Guardian if anyone wants to see. We immediately got some votes for Monk. Alright, we'll do it. Let's do it. Alright, delist. Gonna go Monk for next. Alright, let's do it. We're gonna sadly have to leave our warrior out here in Ardenweald. I didn't. Okay, apparently you can instantly log out right there. Wasn't expecting that. We got Short Rock, our Brewmaster Monk here. Here we go. I tried to get a little silly with some of my names on the beta. Playing Earthen. I guess we'll try Shadowpan. See how it feels with the changes. beta names are better than you. Alright, I have not done a lot on Monk lately. But we will grab a keystone and give this a go. Of course it starts at Stonevault. Do we want to do Stonevault? Let's, I don't know. Let's see. Let's give it a shot. We got to get a good Stonevault in eventually, right? Let's see. They actually added the... Okay, interesting. They actually added the way that you can change your buff as Earthen now. I don't know what gem... I don't know what gem to eat. That feels like a really strange thing to say. I guess crit is probably best for brew still. Maybe verse. Let's go verse. Craft a gem so I can eat it. Interesting. Feels strange eating gems. Crit verse pretty equal with mastery, still better than haste. That's kind of what I assumed. I probably have more verse from gear. Let's get this warlock in here. Yeah, I'm wearing almost entirely PvP gear, so I should probably keep it on crit then. Balance out the verse a little bit. Did I have a crit gem that I could eat? I don't know if I'll ever get used to saying that. Earthen, man. Ooh, big healer here. Cancelled. Alright. This monk might decline. Or monk, not monk, warlock. Let's see. I probably want to play Anvil and Stave for Mythic Plus, right? Helmer. Yeah, why not? We'll grab a shaman. Resto shaman. And then we don't have a B-res. So I guess we'll grab this DK. We got a Meowdy. Nice. Love it. I don't know. I think I kind of want to keep down this side of the tree. Although I guess probably don't need facepalm in. This has got to be better than Counter-Strike and facepalm for dungeons, right? This does affect spinning crane kick, so maybe not. Let's just run with this, and then we'll take a look at stuff at the end of the dungeon. Oh, why did I go to Mists? Went to Mist instead of Stonevault. At least we can Hearthstone. Alright, I don't know if I can do this crazy big pull at the start on Brewmaster, but I think we're gonna give it a shot. See what happens. Oh, I don't have any flasks. Oh, we got files. Does this have any essential consumables? Oh, this gives you Dragonflight consumables. I guess it's better than nothing, but that feels very silly. Also, my inventory is stressing me out a little bit. Oh well, it's better than nothing. Oh. Yeah, I need to change this chat setting. It's very annoying. Where is that? Is it social? There we go. Should have inline whispers now. If you take a few steps forward in this dungeon, you'll just get destroyed. Alright.
Five, four,
Right. It's time to brew.
1.
Oh, my player profile's not loaded. Alright, well, YOLO.
Shockwave. Watch your step.
No, we got feared. Okay, that did not go well. Warrior's definitely better at that than Brew. Or at least I'm better at that on Warrior than Brew.
Interrupt. Shockwave. Watch your step. Interrupt. Shockwave. Watch your step. Interrupt.
I feel like my Stagger bar was overwhelmed the entire time there.
Watch your step. 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 Watch your step.
I don't want to line us up my healer here, but I do want to aim that away from the group.
Interrupt. Watch your step. Shockwave.
Somehow we got all of those? Or did we, no, we missed one.
Shockwave. Watch your step. Shockwave. Shockwave.
What does the enemy spell out on? You mean like the bar to that's slightly right of center? That is a combination of deadly boss mods and a weak aura called, I believe it's Raid Ability Timeline.
Shockwave.
I can grab the link for you from my Discord real quick. It's not my creation, but I find it extremely useful in both raids and Mythic Plus.
Shockwave.
So you can grab it for you while Edna is waking up. I'll put it in chat after the boss.
Watch your step. Laser on you. Run. Defensive. Watch your step. Laser on you. Run. Defensive. AOE incoming. Watch your step. Laser on you. Run. Defensive.
Oh, we let Edna get 2 stacks there. That's not good.
Watch your step. Laser on you. Run.
Love the way Brew feels. Slows really well for me.
Defensive.
Yeah, I'm out of practice on it.
AOE incoming.
I do like the damage intake. Like the damage intake profile for Brew always feels great.
Watch your step. Laser on you. Run. Defensive. Watch your step.
Can you dodge that? I was like getting ready to purify and then my stagger bar didn't go up at all.
Laser on you. Run. Defensive. AOE coming. Watch your step.
Oh gosh.
Laser
Alright.
on you. Run. Defensive. Watch your step.
I feel like my damage is lower in Brew.
Laser on you. Run. Defensive. AOE incoming. Watch your step.
Touch of death. Alright, let me get my profile set here. Yeah, we'll reload real quick. Maybe it'll be quick.
Interrupt. 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 Watch your step. Interrupt. Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your. Watch your step. Watch your. Watch your. Watch your step.
Nice little ring of peace kite.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Feel like I'm getting back into the groove a little bit here.
Watch your step.
This will be a big one, but I'm gonna have cooldowns for it.
Interrupt.
Ooh, let's just bounce these guys. I thought they were a little bit closer to the wall. You can do some massive cheese with Ring of Peace if you're able to, like, just bounce mobs off of the wall indefinitely. Just, like, completely prevent them from doing any action for 5 seconds. Got us our buff. Oh wait, warrior can just do that. Netty. I didn't read that. It's warrior, dwarf, or blacksmithing. So I could have I just didn't... I saw that the text was red, and so I didn't bother checking if I could actually do it on my warrior. Good to know for next time. Does dwarf include dark iron? I think so. It let me use it as earthen, so it should include dark iron. I don't know, maybe it doesn't, because like for the gates in Mist Eternal Sight, they specified Tauren and High Mountain Tauren, but then it let me use it as earthen, so hopefully it does. I should wait for our healer here. Definitely want full mana for this fight.
Interrupt 1. Interrupt 2. Run. Interrupt 1.
Watch your defensive. Watch your step.
I love this sound that gives you a dash after you roll.
Interrupt 2. Watch your
Oh, that orb was right at us. Unfortunate.
interrupt 1. Run. Interrupt 2.
Of course, the only person that died was our battle reser.
Watch your run. Interrupt 1. Watch your defensive. Interrupt 2. Watch your step. Defensive.
Whew. Just barely made it.
Interrupt 1.
We don't have a kick for that. Yeah, that's not good.
Interrupt 2. Defensive. Watch your step.
Everybody's running back, so that's a good sign. Those plays are just harsh. We lost our burst buff there too. Looks like these actually scale though. $1,800 verse, we'll take that. Not as good as 3K, but better than nothing. Alright, here we go.
Interrupt 1. Run. Interrupt 1. Watch your
Let's make sure we're not standing on the fire.
watch your step.
Oh, this is a safe spot, nice.
Defensive. Run. Interrupt 2. Defensive.
Sent my kick into the wrong guy, oops.
Watch your step. Run defensive. To edge of room. Interrupt 1. Watch your defensive. Interrupt 2. Watch your step.
Ah. No, we lost our DK again.
Run.
Oof, we lost our AUG too.
Interrupt 1. Defensive. Watch your step. Watch your run to edge of room. Defensive.
Yeah, this
Interrupt
is
two.
not looking good.
Watch orb. Defensive. Interrupt 1. Watch your step. Run. Interrupt 2. Defensive. Watch your step. Watch orb.
I don't know, maybe. Oh, that's a dangerous orb.
Run. Defensive run.
Alright, definitely not.
Watch your feet. Interrupt 1.
We'll do a different key if this group falls apart. Oh, they're running back. This fight is just brutal. This is gonna destroy every single pug until it gets nerfed. Alright. Third time's a charm, right?
Interrupt 1. Defensive. Watch orb. Interrupt 2. Defensive. Run to. Interrupt 1.
It's like there's so much going on this fight that the D-beam instructions keep interrupting themselves.
What? Interrupt 2. Interrupt 1. Run. Interrupt 2. Defensive. Watch your step. Watch orb. Run to edge of room. Defensive. Interrupt 1. Defensive.
We're gonna have events coming into.
Interrupt 2. Watch your step. Defensive. Watch orb. Interrupt 1.
This is a nasty overlap.
Interrupt 2. Watch your defensive. Watch orb. Run to edge of room. Defensive. Interrupt 1. Watch orb. Defensive. Interrupt 2. Watch your step. Defensive. Watch your
Oh no, we lost our healer.
interrupt 1.
I'm gonna health bot, get back up to full real quick.
Run. Interrupt 2. Defensive. Watch your step. Watch your run defensive to the room. Interrupt 1. Watch your defensive. Interrupt 2.
Nice. We did it. Let's grab all these orbs for reasons. I'm not even gonna get to fight anything with these buffs, but might as well. Whoa. That fight is something else. These guys are just running back normal. Alright, well, why not? We're gonna need to come back and kill that trash anyway, I'm pretty sure, for count, but... Okay.
AOE incoming. AOE incoming.
Touch of Death actually has a ton of value with the bigger health pools.
Interrupt.
Like I have, like with the Shaman and Evoker buff, I guess, I have 9, almost 10 million health. Like, being able to do 10 million damage to finish off a mob is actually huge.
Interrupt.
Oh, let's not let these guys run through all these.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Interrupt. Interrupt. Watch your step. AOE incoming.
Oh. One of those got through. Only one though.
AOE incoming. Watch your step. Interrupt.
Oh, okay, we pulled the boss. Let's Oh, that was okay. You reset before you killed everybody.
Interrupt. AOE incoming.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Somehow we survive? Maybe?
Watch your step.
Nope. Almost. I think the healer died. Look, we will touch death just as the dangerous cast is about to finish. Feels epic. It does. It sure does. And yeah, like, doing 100% of your health when you have, I mean, 8 million health baseline, 9.7 with Ancestral Vigor. That's a lot of damage. I mean, these mobs, like, this is a big trash mob, and it's got like 82 million health. That's more than 10% of its health, right? Unless my math is wrong. Let's repair here. Alright, we're going on this side. And I'm gonna pull these guys back. Just so we don't have any more of those boss pulling incidents. We'll use dampen
Watch
here.
your step. Watch your step.
They're all coming from inside the room.
Watch your step.
Yeah, Touch of Death is... It's doing 15% of my damage overall. That is beefy.
Watch your
AOE
step.
incoming.
Watch your step.
AOE incoming.
Watch your step.
We could probably line of sight that Void Burst. Now that I'm thinking about it.
AOE incoming.
Let's see, can we line of sight it? Yep. Well, he died, so maybe not. I don't know, we'll find out next time. If there is a next time. We'll find out during the season. Alright, this boss has like ads we have to kill or something. Or they give him like a big absorb shield.
Target change. Watch your step.
Just Touch of Death it.
Defensive. Target change. Watch your step.
Oh. Okay. Guess we killed him too fast. I like that this group is sticking together and trying to figure it out and learn. Don't always see that. Don't often see that in beta, it seems like. Alright, here we go.
Defensive. Target change. Watch your step. Defensive.
Yeah, so you get like a 3-second dot when one of those dies.
Target change. Watch your step.
There's 3 stacks of it is quite deadly. Dude, he got a huge absorb shield. Thought we killed them both though.
Defensive. Target change. Watch your step. Defensive. Target change. Watch your step.
I guess he gets the shield regardless.
Defensive. Target change. Watch your step. Defensive. Target change. Watch your step.
Yeah, this is rough if you don't get all of them down. Wait. What happened to my... You have to eat again just to get your buff? The racial specifically says you are always well fed. I call shenanigans here. Alright, I need to stand up, Chad. I'm getting tired of sitting here. Sorry if there's a little noise while my desk moves up here. Adjust the mic a little bit. Rachel, so you don't have double food buffs? Yeah.
Defensive.
I'm just saying, it says you're always well fed, but then if you die, you're not well fed anymore. That, I don't know if we have different definitions of always, Blizzard and I, but...
Defensive. Target change. Watch your step.
I don't know if I got to that in time. Turn the camera up a little bit here too.
Defensive. Target change. Watch your step. Defensive. Target change. Watch your step.
Oh no. I think we got them all.
Defensive. Target change. Watch your step. Defensive. Target change. Watch your step.
This boss is so long.
Defensive.
I mean, our damage could be higher for sure.
Target change. Watch your step. Defensive. Target change. Watch your step.
Didn't make it to that one. Hope we got defensives.
Defensive. Target change. Watch your step.
We're getting close to touch of death range here.
Defensive.
Got him. Take the cart back. Yeah, that boss is definitely not as bad as the first one. Or not the first, well, first two. I guess you could do the two middle bosses in any order, but... I wonder... Nope, they're just gonna go right through my memory piece. That is just disrespectful, man. How dare they? Yeah, you don't want to get hit by that stampede. Ring of Peace was never an option. Indeed. Or this thing being pretty hard hitting, right? I don't know if we want to do him with a bunch of extra trash. I'm pretty sure we're going to be short on count too. Yeah, why not? What's the worst that could happen? We're over the timer. We've got 3 bloodlusts. Like, let's just bloodlust everything. You know? Okay, we're just gonna spot them 30% damage. Got it. Yeah, we can't skip the affix. Alright, maybe doing that guy with him was a little bit of a mistake. We'll see. Yeah, let's just do him on his own. He's got 100 million health. Just take us a minute to kill him. I have to say, it does look pretty cool when Flurry Strikes goes off, if you're in a spot where you can see the animation. I think the problem that I have with the monk trees is, like, they're so passive. Like, I know with the Master of Harmony, like, you use Celestial Brew, so like you have control over when you get your damage.
Interrupt.
But it's not like it changes your rotation or like really gives you a new button or anything, you know? All other tanks at least have something new to play with.
Interrupt.
Like, they could have just made Flurry Strikes an active ability that just does a heap of damage and gives you the one of the Wisdom of the Wall buffs. That would have been cool. Make it like a 1 minute cooldown reduced every time you spend a certain amount of energy or something. Oh, he just charged through 3 of those. No fair. No fair. These guys got 6 stacks. We touch a death one of them. Here, you move over here.
Attack totem.
Oh, we have to kill these totems.
Attack totem.
What do I have Crackling Jet Lightning bound to? So we definitely do not want to double pull that back.
Attack totem. Attack totem. Attack totem. Attack totem.
Actually, I don't think we're going to be under count.
Attack totem. Attack totem.
Oh gosh. 2 of them at the same time. Can't outrange that. Alright, we just gotta do the last boss. Void Speaker Eric. Eric? Do 15-second DKS for 20 seconds for his cooldowns. Less on full. We one-shot this boss. Let's go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shockwave.
Gotta dodge that.
Spread. Shockwave.
So if you're still listening, you gotta clear your debuff by going toward one of the portals.
Spread. Move to pool. Shockwave. Spread.
Oh, there's so much area denial in this fight.
Shockwave.
Oh, I still have mine. I need to... I thought I had cleared it.
Spread.
Should probably be the last to clear it as the tank, I imagine.
Shockwave.
I'll just go get it
Spread.
now. Probably want to run those puddles out as far as you can pretty much every time.
Shockwave.
We're just rotting down because we can't
Spread.
clear fast enough.
Shockwave. Spread. Shockwave.
Let's see what we can do here.
Spread.
He's only got 200 million health. 223 million, I guess.
Move to pool. Shockwave. Spread.
You don't have to run all the way into melee to clear a site, but you need to get, I don't know, maybe like 10 yards away. There's a big animation when it clears. Like, you can see it getting sucked, and then the portal will, like, snap. It'll disappear and move to another location. Shout out to these guys for sticking it out. Not every group is doing this on the beta. I would say like the vast majority of them would have left after one wipe on a boss. Maybe two. At least like one person in most of these groups would have left after one wipe. These guys have stuck it out for a while.
Shockwave. Move to pool.
Oh.
Shockwave. Spread.
Yeah, I think keeping the middle of the room
Shockwave.
mostly clear of all that gunk is actually pretty important here.
Spread.
I need to go clear.
Shockwave.
Oh, jeez.
Spread. Shockwave. Spread. Move to pool. Shockwave. Spread.
Oh, that was bad repositioning by me. Got some clear space over here.
Spread. Shockwave.
As long as we stay alive, we got this.
Spread.
Do the mechanics well.
Move to pool. Shockwave.
Clear mine.
Spread.
Oh, sorry, Sai. Healer is getting low on mana here.
Shockwave.
Not out yet, though.
Spread.
Oh, we can't. Okay. Sorry, Sai. I'm not trying to murder you, I promise.
Spread. Move to pool. Shockwave.
Put mine over here.
Spread.
I'm close to touch of death range. I can talk, I swear.
Spread.
How's it going, Bad Wolf TV? Am I liking Monk Thinking? I'm liking it. It's not going to be my main for War Within,
Shockwave.
but it's a fun tank. And some people in chat were asking me to play it, so here we are. Let's go, Touch of Death. We did it! 64 minutes. Now that is including Death Timer. Big props to these guys for sticking it out and getting the dungeon complete. Any plans to load blood tonight? I could do a blood key after this one. Yeah, we'll go do a blood DK key. We got a weapon. What does that look like? It's kind of cool. It fits the Earthen theme. Remaining Vengeance DH and S-Priest's X-Pack. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm going to be playing multiple tanks. Not 100% sure on S-Priest, but we'll see. Yeah, my main's going to be Prot Warrior. Can I show the damage breakdown? Yes, we can look at the damage breakdown. Now, I want to emphasize that I am out of practice on Brewmaster, and I haven't actually done Shadow Pan in group content yet, so until this one. So huge Keg Smash damage. That's kind of expected. You get good buffs to it from Shadow Pan, Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick, Flurry Strikes coming in at a little, just barely under Rising Sun Kick. Let's see. I think this is... No, that's the weapon enchant. Bombardments, I think that's from... Oh no, that's from Og. And then all this stuff is like just random procs. But yeah, Kick Smash, Blackout Kick, Rising Sun Kick, kind of expected. Bad Wolf, thank you for the follow. Really appreciate it. Alright, we will go do a Blood DK key next. Flew around 6% just by itself isn't bad. Yeah, like that tree, a lot of the damage you get from is by buffing things like Kick Smash and... I don't remember what exactly the other passives do, but... And then you get the buffs from Wisdom of the Law, which do things like, you know, give you a ton of stat, so... It looks lower than the tree actually is. Alright. These are the talents we'll run for blood. I really wish it was a little bit easier to get Mass Grip, but we'll build a group that's not going to require. We do have A-Bomb Limb if we actually need like a lot of grips on stuff. Armor Pin, Flat Agility %. Yeah, and there's like the Shadow Damage Explosion from Flurry Strikes. There's one of them too. Let's see. I don't think... Oh, I do have a key. What should we do? Let's do Necrotic Wake. I feel like that's appropriate for DK. Permanent 10% DR. Yeah, that's also very big. That's very, very big. Alright, let's go do Necrotic Wake. Yeah. I haven't done a Sand Lane key in a while, but Deathbringer is really nice. I don't know, the more I played Sand Lane, I feel like it's a little bit clunky. Maybe I'm just not... Maybe I just need to get better at planning out, like, having enough runes going into Vamp Blood to play it well. But that was a struggle for me. Yeah, Blood DK is going to be... Still planning on it being my second character. Yeah, Prot Warrior is going to be my main, and then Blood DK, planning on that being my second character. Probably Guardian is going to be my third at this point. I think I'm slowly talking myself into that over Brewmaster. But then Brewmaster, I think like Brewmaster and Guardian are probably going to get about the same amount of playtime and effort. What's a big monk? And an Ogtar. Get a Prez Evoker. They do a lot of healing right now, which is really nice. Ooh, big Shaman. I do have flasks. That's good. And potions. Perfect. Ooh. Let's get Quasi's player profile going here. And get a reload. Gotta remember I don't have a raid buff on my DK. I'm so used to hitting Battle Shout every time I'm in a group. Oh, we got a feast? We are living like kings here. Can Earthen eat feasts? Are there just like gems on the table for them to munch on? That'd be hilarious. I think it'd be even more funny if they can't eat the feasts and they have to just sit and munch their gems in the corner. Alright. Everybody's ready. We got our food buff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, Bloody K feels so good. I just love it. Grab this spear.
Interrupt.
Probably should have jumped on my mount, but here we go.
Interrupt.
Really don't like these things jumping all over the place.
Interrupt.
Oh, I don't know if Earthen can eat the feast. I was asking if anyone knew if they can eat the feast. I was just saying it'd be really funny if they couldn't and they just have to sit in the corner on their own.
Defensive. Shockwave. Defensive. Defensive.
Where is that orb coming in from? We got summoned in Narnia.
Defensive. 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 Defensive.
Oh, love the rescue when you get in a bad spot there.
Defensive.
Probably should have sold rune weapon.
Defensive.
Alright. Having a pretty good key so far. Knock on wood.
Watch your step. Interrupt. Interrupt. Watch your step. Interrupt. Watch your step. Interrupt. Watch your step.
Someone grab that orb, yeah. Yeah. Beautiful rescue. Love it. I don't think we all got in combat. Perfect. We can just res him. Hey, how's it going, Soul? Hope you're doing well tonight. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out.
Interrupt.
Playing some Blood DK right now. Done a little bit more variety on stream tonight. Did started out on Prot Warrior, but then we did a Monk Key a little bit ago. completed a Stonevault. Only took an hour.
Interrupt.
Actually, a little more than an hour, but that place is gonna be rough, man.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
The bosses give me like Ruby Life Pools, early season 1 Dragonflight vibes. Someone... Alright, we cleared that pack so we can get the spear. No one grabbed it. Nice.
Interrupt.
Pull this guy in. Should bring his friends along. Oh, we got everybody. Alright.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Interrupt. Watch your step. Interrupt.
Okay. That went smoothly enough. I think we might need the skeleton too, though. Need 68 before you go upstairs. Hopefully they come back to help.
Run. Run.
Yeah, that guy's worth like 5%. This guy is not quite that much.
Interrupt.
Oh, that was so dumb. I should have saved A-bomb limb for the boss.
Interrupt. Interrupt.
These guys got 4 stacks. That's bad news. Oh no, they only got 1. I was looking at the wrong. Saw the number from one of the other debuffs. Well, I'll have A-bomb limb for the second one probably. Can interrupt on one mage, grip the other, and grip the crossbow bro.
Defensive. Collapse.
Oh, please don't knock them like that. Looks so hard to gather him up.
Breath incoming. Watch your step. Defensive.
Yeah, we'll have a bumlin for this one.
Kill ads.
Yeah, you got 2 stacks, that's not good.
Breath
I'm gonna
incoming.
drop EMZ. And the next Land of the Dead is going off.
Watch your step.
Okay, I guess we're just completely fine.
Defensive. Kill ads. Breath incoming. Watch your step.
Easy. I want to give another big thank you to everyone who's watching, hanging out, chatting. Thanks to all the subs, all the YouTube members. Really appreciate all you guys and all the support.
Interrupt.
Make doing this all feel like it's like everybody's really appreciating it, and I really appreciate all you guys. Hey, how's it going, Nev? Hope you're doing well this evening. We're just practicing keys on beta, getting ready for launch. Getting some good footage for videos too. It's always nice to have.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step.
Said your name right. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if I've been mispronouncing it this whole time. Got your head smashed in earlier on beta. Yeah, some of these keys are rough. We just did a Stonevault before this key that, well, we completed it. We completed it, I have to say that. The final time at the end of the dungeon was like 64 minutes. But everybody stuck around, we got it done. This is good learning, good practice. That key is going to be rough on launch, I think. Oh, the S at the end throws people off. I will try to remember that. Oh, you're watching it? Right on, right on. Yeah, I was really happy to get one of those done because I spent like maybe an hour at the end of stream last night trying to do that, and
Watch your step.
groups couldn't make it past that second boss. We made it past the second boss with a couple of groups tonight. I'm one of the people who inspired you to tank this season. That's awesome to hear. I love to hear that. Tanking is my favorite role in the game, and getting to see other people get into it too is always a huge pleasure to me. What was that ping pong of rescues? Did the evokers just rescue each other somewhere? Like, what happened there?
Interrupt.
Me and your burnout and healing. That's fair. Healing seemed like it's gonna be pretty rough. It's sort of start a war within here. Preservation seems to be in a really good spot, at least. Been healing since Legion. Nice. Dragonflight burned you out on the roll. Yeah, it's in a tough spot right now. It's like they gave everyone so much defensive power through talents that, like, the way that they've chosen to design around that is by making healing extremely bursty. I enjoyed healing back in, like, I mean, it's always been bursty to a degree, but back in parts of, like, more classic WoW where it was like you had to heal pretty much constantly, but if you were doing it and you were smart about who you were targeting, nobody was really in danger of dying. Been prop pally main for years, but wanted to switch up a bit. Right on. Well, I mean, this is a good time to do that, unfortunately, for Prot. It's in a rough spot right now. I do think it's, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a Prot Paladin main. I did play a little bit of it in Dragonflight as an alt for a while. So I don't want to, like, say things that would go against what Prot Paladin mains are feeling. I think it could still shine in a lot of situations, but it could also use some pretty nice buffs. Like, I remember saying they need to buff Word of Glory, and then they buffed it by 10%, and I was thinking, like, they could have added another 0 on there, and that might have brought it up to a good spot. Gonna play Prez and Ray because you're healer, Prison, and just tanking keys. Right on. Any of the love seems to be falling off on higher keys. Yeah, it's like, it's a tough spot because Prot is like, Prot Paladin is the weakest tank with their active mitigation up. So, like, as a baseline, that's not a good spot to be, right? And then on top of that, like, yeah, they're outside of their cooldowns, they're pretty weak. Inside of their cooldowns, they're relatively weak. I'm looking forward to playing Prot Warrior, though. Been loving it on beta. And on live too, if I'm being honest. Put a lot of Prot on live lately. So these guys do actually hit kind of hard, so I need to make sure I'm not going to die. I'll catch up on chat after we finish off this boss. Oh. That didn't hit the... Okay.
Watch your feet. Run out.
Oh, come on, get it over there, guys. Get it over there. Oh. Okay, good, 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 good. Alright, we got this. Alright. Prop Pally felt bad in keys earlier. Yeah, you need a ton of healer help. Including like externals at a lot of points, I think. I haven't played it in a while because I felt it was like... I mean, it's already my least favorite tank, usually. And then it was just like very, very weak, so I was not motivated to play it much at all throughout the beta cycle. Been on the old sword and board train for years. Yeah, right on. It's a good time to change it up, though.
Watch your step.
Easily the weakest tank. Yeah, unfortunately. You'll enjoy Venge, because issues trying to decide what I want to DPS on. Hunters you go to, but Shadow Priest seems fun. Yeah, I've never been a huge Shadow Priest player. Like, Priest is actually my least played class by a pretty substantial margin. But Shadow Priest does look fun. It always looks really cool.
Watch your step.
I do not remember this boss hitting this hard in Shadowlands. He's wrecking me.
Watch your step.
It's a little technical, not really forgiving. Might swap it up and play Warlock last minute. I feel like Warlock is always a good choice, especially when the Warlocks are saying it's not. Like, if Warlocks are ever telling you that it's a bad time to be a Warlock, like, that's the time to re-roll to Warlock.
Watch your step.
Warlocks seem like they're pretty good on beta from what I've seen. Affliction is pumping in keys right now. Although, I don't know, I played Warlock in Season 1 of Shadowlands, and I don't know if I would want to do Affliction keys again.
Watch your step.
Throw spears on the shield. I think we used all the spears on the last boss. At least I used mine.
Watch your step.
It's the ice bolts that are hitting like super, or the icy shards are hitting so hard.
Watch your step.
We did it. Are we? No, we timed that. Sweet. Munch all the orbs. Full Pac-Man. Ah, I remember that trinket. I had that trinket on all my agility characters, even though it wasn't the best. I remember in Shadowlands, we would use spears on Stitchflesh, and then we would use the hammers on this boss. At least that's what my guild did. But the hammers no longer exist. But I didn't push beyond like, I don't know, I mostly did like 15s in Shadowlands. I did time a 20 in this one on my Demon Hunter as Havoc. I think that was the only portal I got in Shadowlands. Alright everybody, it is 12:45. I need to get to bed because I gotta work tomorrow. But thank you all for coming by and hanging out, stopping by. Thank you for all the Twitch subs, all the YouTube members. Really appreciate all of you. Special shout out. And everyone who's just watching, love all you. Hope you all have a good start to your week, and I will probably be back with another stream tomorrow. So until then, farewell my friends. Irish Whiskey, thank you for the last minute follow there. Catch you guys next time.